Hello guys, this is Amol Khedkar. I welcome you to this video. So you might have recently heard that US just banned international students from studying or staying in America if they take online classes due to coronavirus in the fall semester, which is the semester that starts in August or September. So yeah, this is a very hot topic that is recently making news, and I really wanted to give my take on this. So here we go. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel because nobody else is going to give you frank analysis of worldwide topics. If you have seen my previous videos, I really don't mince my words on this channel. I really tell you what exactly is happening right from the horse's mouth. I have studied in America for almost 2 to 3 years of my life. I have worked in the US for almost 6 to 7 years of my life, so I know the drill. I know how what students go through. So please don't forget to watch this video right till the end, and don't forget to subscribe. So let's get started. This is an article from the IB Times, which is the International Business Times, which says Harvard and MIT sue Trump administration over foreign student ban, call it cruel, will create chaos. So yeah, as you can just figure out from the title itself that this is again a very big fiasco that is happening in America right now as we speak. So the key points are these: Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is called as ICE, issued the rule Monday as schools were finalizing plans for the fall that limited on campus residence and activities. So the universities were finalizing plans for the fall that had limited on campus residence and activities. But ICE said that, if you take the classes online, then you will have to leave the country. Harvard accused the government of trying to force universities to conduct in person classes despite the continued threat of coronavirus. So again, a very contentious thing that has been playing out in America recently, where one side of people just believe in one thing and the other side of people believe in the exact opposite thing. If you might have seen my video about why I think Trump is going to get re-elected, you will understand what I mean. People don't agree on fundamental facts in America. This is just another example of that. MIT President L. Raphael Reif called the ban cruel. So yeah, both Harvard and MIT, these two premier institutions in America, are going against the US government, and they are officially suing the US government. Just let this digest in a bit. People don't understand the gravity of this madness because so many things happen so fast. Two premier institutions in the US, Harvard and MIT, which have created Nobel laureates which are world renowned for their academics and research, they are suing the US government over foreign student ban. They call this ban cruel, and they are saying that it will create chaos. Just let that sink in a bit, because many people just can't gather the gravity of this madness. At least two major US universities are pushing back against an administration order barring foreign students if all their coursework is online, calling it a means of pressuring schools to open classrooms despite the continuing threat from the coronavirus pandemic. So, the Trump administration wants to open up the classrooms even though this coronavirus madness is just ravaging across America, and universities are saying that this ban that they have imposed, ICE has imposed, which is the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, they have imposed is cruel, because what it says is that if you take all the classes online in the fall semester, then you are not eligible to stay in America and you will have to leave America. To be honest with you, if you look at it from their point of view, I think they are right, because if you are going to take all the classes online, then surely you do not you do not have the right to stay in America at that point. Because what is a student visa? Just try to understand this. Student visa is something that lets you stay in the country when and if you are a student in that country. If you can take online classes from anywhere else in the world, then it just doesn't fit the purpose of the student visa. So ICE is not entirely wrong when they are enforcing something like this. But again, as I said, this is such a contentious issue that Harvard and MIT, they just want the money of these international students. And as I have told you before, if international students stop coming to America, all these universities will just go bankrupt. That's just the plain and simple fact. Many people don't want to accept it, but I will say it out loud on this channel. Harvard and MIT announced Wednesday they filed a lawsuit against the administration just one day after a White House summit was called to push schools into reopening. So, these two universities and all the other universities, the thousands of universities across America, are so desperate to get international students because why? Why? I've outlined this in my previous videos. International students pay twice the tuition fees. They are cash cows for many countries. If you look at my videos, there is a playlist called Study Abroad on my channel. Go and watch that entire playlist, and you will understand how countries like Canada, Australia, Europe, America, all of them use international students as cash cows. So this is just another example of that. So just look at the pace of this madness. Harvard and MIT both sued the Trump administration just one day after they announced this rule. On Monday, ICE issued an order that would ban foreign students whose classes will be delivered solely online. So, even I have studied in America, and I can tell you that when a semester started, um, we were told that we can take at least just one course online. We cannot go entirely online. So yeah, this is a rule that has been in place for a long time. But right now in this coronavirus madness, everybody is just trying to take care of themselves. I have a video on my channel where I analyze how the world will look like after coronavirus, which is called New World Order after coronavirus. Go and watch that video and you will understand what I mean when I say something like this. So let's go ahead. So in a letter to staff, faculty, and to students, MIT President El Rafael Raif said the announcement disrupts the lives of international students and jeopardizes their studies without offering the most basic answers about how its policy will be interpreted or implemented. And the guidance comes after many US colleges and universities either released or are readying their final decisions for the fall, decisions designed to advance their educational mission and protect the health and safety of their communities. So this is just again just plain talk that they keep on giving to other people. I don't think this has much value. All that MIT and Harvard care about are the international students and the fees that these students pay to these universities. By all appearances, ICE's decision reflects an effort by the federal government to force universities to reopen in person classes, which would require housing students in densely packed residential halls, notwithstanding the university's judgment that it is neither safe nor educationally advisable to do so, and to force such a reopening when neither the students nor the universities have sufficient time to react to or address the additional risks to the health and safety of their communities. Harvard said in a press release, the effect and perhaps even the goal is to create as much chaos for universities and international students as possible. So they are saying this out in the open. They, Harvard and MIT both have said in the lawsuit, exact words are these: the effect and perhaps even the goal is to create as much chaos for universities and international students as possible. I've been seeing this for a long time, and many people bashed me for that. That the sole aim of the Trump administration and many other US governments has been to create chaos for the international students, and they are using international students as cash cows for their own benefit. You can, deny that, you can abuse me for that, but the fact is this: the universities are seeking a court order to prevent the federal government from enforcing the ban. Foreign students make up 5.5% of college and university students and are a major source of revenue for higher education. Again, I don't want to, again say the exact same thing, but you can see it right now over here. This is International Business Times saying that foreign students make up 5.5% of college and university students and are a major source of revenue for higher education. I've always said that international students are cash cows for these universities. So this exactly points out my statement that international students, foreign students, are a major source of revenue for higher education. About 26.2% in 2018, worth nearly $9 billion. $9 billion industry is international education. Okay, in America. Harvard announced Monday all of its classes would be available online, and only 40% of students will be allowed on campus, with priority given to freshmen in the fall semester and seniors in the spring. MIT said Tuesday it would allow a fraction of its undergraduates on campus in the fall, with priority given to seniors along with those who cannot reasonably study elsewhere. The population will be determined by how many students can be housed in private rooms. Harvard normally serves more than more than 6,000. Harvard normally serves more than 6,000 graduate students and more than 13,000 undergraduates. MIT serves nearly 7,000 graduate students and 4,530 undergraduates. So these are the numbers that Harvard and MIT usually serve. These students are being told to transfer to other institutions offering in person instruction or leave the country. Even though this late in the summer, it is highly unlikely students can apply for, let alone successfully obtain such transfers. So US government is telling these students that they have to either just completely transfer to another institution that is offering in-person instruction, or they just have to leave the country. So again, a very very drastic and very inhumane thing that US government is doing, and all they want is to just uh, get the international students out of America in one way or the other. Harvard said in a press release, many of these students do not have the means to safely travel outside of the country and face substantial barriers to online learning as a result of unavailable or unreliable internet connections, time zone variations, and other obstacles. So surely there are many obstacles and many different problems for these students to go outside of in America and take classes from there. But and the sole part or the sole point over here is that um, these institutions, Harvard and MIT, they need the money of these students, and America is trying to just enforce this kind of student ban somehow, because Trump wants to just show his base that he is doing something for America. So yeah, this has been my analysis of what exactly the student ban that was recently uh, you know um, followed by the US government means. If you liked my analysis, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like these. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.